Thank you.
And I will come and take your orders shortly.
Thanks. Wow. You look incredible.
You haven't changed? Well, different glasses.
Yeah. You like them?
Yes. They're sufficiently academic.
Required for aspiring English professors.
Not really aspiring anymore, right?
Well, the long and winding 10-year track has almost run its course, just waiting for approval.
Do I call you Professor Hall, or can I stick with Robert?
Former students can call me Robert.
Does that rule apply to all of your students?
No, just the standouts.
Hello! My name is Kyan and I'll be taking care of you this evening.
Cayenne? Like the pepper.
No. Kyan.
Oh.
Very interesting.
My parents came up with it. Still not sure what they were thinking.
Originality?
What?
Originality. Your name affects who you become. It's called nominative determinism.
Nominative.
Determinism.
Sounds pretty fatalistic, doesn't it?
Like I've been figured out before I start.
You've had a better start than me.
What's yours?
My parents went old school. Beatrice.
That's nice. You go by B?
As often as I can.
Traditional names are coming back. Beatrice, Eva, Maxine, Myrna, Essie.
I'd take any of them over Kyan. Can I start with any drinks?
Sure, what's the house white?
Kendall Jack.
Sold.
I'll have a scotch. Cutty will suffice. With ice, please.
1 Kendall Jack, 1 Cutty Ice. I'll bring those right out.
So, Eva, Essie, Myrna, were they students?
Yeah. That's why I'm up on the latest trends.
So what does nominative determinism say?
About what?
Eva, Essie, Myrna. Who's marked for success?
Eva's got a chance. Essie is dead at the gate. But we all know B's got the inside track.
Nome est omen.
What's that?
Latin. Name is destiny.
Very impressive.
After 3 years of law school, some Latin is bound to stick.
Sorry.
No problem.
So, what's the Latin for real lawyer?
Ispa legis, I think.
Good timing.
I'll give you a few moments. We've got several nice specials you might want to try.
Saluto ipsa legis. With a brand new Juris Doctorate. Was it hard? The bar exam.
Yeah. A 3-day panic-fueled gulag that leaves you disoriented, disheartened, and thoroughly demoralised.
Here's to the 3 Ds.
The 3 Ds.
And now that you've made it through the Vorkuta, what are you going to do?
Vorkuta.
It's the worst gulag in Russia.
Right. Gulag. Well, I think I've decided on privacy and data security.
Data security.
It involves new regulations coming from FTC, who's liable for what, that kind of thing.
Lots of opportunities in that?
I've been interviewed by several firms.
Oh really? Didn't realise you were so far along.
I've had offers.
Offers?
I had no idea how lucrative the practice was.
I see, so maybe this is a good thing.
What's a good thing?
Oh, well, back when you were in my class, I tried to interest you in an academic career.
God. Academia.
Ready to hear about the appetizers and specials?
Like the man said, good timing. Yes, please.
For appetizers, we have eggplant and carotha stuffed with fresh mozzarella and San Marzano tomato sauce, sweet and sour calamari, that's with sweet bell peppers, drizzled with yellow and red pepper aioli, and last we have mussels chorizo with saffron tomato au jus. Ready for the specials?
You ready?
Always.
Fire away.
For the specials, we have an 8-ounce centre cut fillet served with garlic mashed potatoes and broccoli, topped with burgundy wine demi-glaze, pan-seared branzino served with roasted potatoes and broccoli rabe, and finally, we have a veal 16-ounce chop, pounded and breaded, pan-seared and topped with house-made fresh mozzarella.
Want an appetizer?
I'm an appetizer agnostic.
Agreed. They fill me up. Branzino sounds good.
How would you like that?
Chef's recommendation's fine.
Fillet for me, medium.
Got it. Branzino and fillet medium.
Please.
Branzino.
Not a fan?
They serve them with the head.
That bother you?
Kind of. Their eyes.
What about them?
Their expression. I always wondered if that's what they look like. The very instant they take the bait and they feel the hook sink into their mouths. And
Do fish have expressions?
dead fish do.
Okay, maybe. But I don't think they know they've made a fatal mistake.
Never underestimate the sentience of other animals.
That a quote from Peter?
Oh, should be. Cian. Sorry, we've got questions.
Oh, yes. Do you eat branzino?
Sure. I like fish.
Do you have it with the head served on?
I think that's how it's always served.
Why?
Not really sure. The only thing I know about Branzino is it has other names.
Really?
Mediterranean sea bass and Luc de Mer.
Luke to what?
Luc de Mer. It means wolf of the sea. I think they're a bit predatory.
That explains it.
What?
Well, all the names, it needs aliases.
Explains the head too.
How?
When you catch a predator, you want the head. The full branzino. You know, as a trophy.
If you need anything else, please let me know.
You make a great litigator.
You think?
Yeah, but only if you treat your opponents like Branzinos.
How about your future?
Hmm?
You're expecting something?
Yes. Evelyn and I, we can't wait.
Wow, she is big. Do you know?
No, we asked the doctor to keep it classified.
Any preferences?
I'll give you the knock on wood answer, healthy.
Off the record?
Okay, I'm pulling for a girl.
Really?
Yeah, I came from a family of all boys. Time for change.
There have been a lot of changes, haven't there?
Yeah. They kind of pilfer their way into your life while you're busy scuttling from one little worry to the next.
So true. You're almost a prof. And you're married. Speaking of which, Evelyn.
Yeah?
She looks a bit younger than you.
Yeah. She's younger.
Was she a student?
No. Well, yeah.
Can't be both.
She was a student when we met, but not mine. We met at a party.
Professor Willis's party?
How do you know?
He throws them every year.
I guess they've become famous.
Or infamous. We used to call him Wooties Willis.
True, Bernard is fond of his canvas.
Among other things.
Other things?
Cocktails, cannabis, and co-eds.
First the 3 Ds, now the 3 Cs.
Alliteration. Good way to order the world. You still go?
Where?
Wooties Annual World of Wonder.
Not really, at least not for the last few years.
Settling down, Robert?
More like slowing down.
Willis isn't. I get emails from him every year.
I guess that's the first casualty of the post-privacy world.
What?
The inability to get away from people.
The delete button works for me. One party was enough. Remember? There was a fourth C.
Fourth C.
Cannabis, cocktails, co-eds, and the corridor. You know? That little hallway leading to the 2 back bedrooms.
Sure. I remember.
God. If walls had ears.
Forget the walls, I'm just glad the doors had locks.
You need to take that.
No.
Your cell, politely set to vibrate. You need to take a call.
No, nothing. I can wait.
That's not a problem.
Only I turn it off, but just in case.
Her water break.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I think about your class often.
Where we met.
Springtime. I remember the first day. You were late. We were all sitting there, waiting. Was that on purpose?
Yeah.
Why?
I guess it adds something.
What?
A certain energy.
I remember being annoyed.
Hey, that's a form of energy.
And you kicked it off by proclaiming that half the grade would be pegged to class participation.
I'll never get tired of the way all those mouths drop open when I lay that on them.
I think a third of them transferred out after the first day.
I like the Socratic method.
I found that out firsthand.
First hand.
Don't you remember? You made me stand up.
Right. I made you read the first few pages from your paper.
On Sister Carrie.
It was a good paper.
Why did you think it was good?
God, I really can't remember.
I do. I said it was a frightening story. That once Carrie and her lover, what was his name?
Hurst.
Right, Hurst. The way that once they ran away with each other, once they were in a brand new environment, their fortunes reversed. Carrie went from being this dependent little girl to this famous actress, and Hurst went from being a prosperous saloon keeper to, well...
A pathetic homeless man.
Exactly. Some book. You still teach it?
Yeah. And that's why I wanted you to read your paper. If it really hits you right, it's terrifying.
Almost as terrifying as getting up and reading. I'd never done that before. At least not in college.
Must be second nature to you now after law school with all the mock trial stuff.
Sure. But then I can't even recall if I read it right. Like, all I can really remember is the sound of my voice. It was all clever.
It was very cute.
No, it wasn't.
Your orders should be out any time. Is there anything else I can get you?
You ever read Sister Carrie?
No, but I've heard of it. Who wrote it?
Theodore Dreiser.
He had a taste for Branzino.
Really?
I'd bet on it.
Would you like another round?
Absolutely.
You sure?
We don't want to be dry for the main course, right?
That means one more round, CM, KM.
I'll be back with them.
way of asking if I've had too much.
Yeah.
2 wines may conjure a quartet, but won't summon the full orchestra.
Is that a line from something?
No, just made it up.
That's pretty good. You got any more?
No. 1 aphorism per 2 glasses of wine.
What does 3 bring?
We'll have to see.
While you're waiting, you mind if I ask something?
Sure.
You seemed a little bit upset before.
About what?
You know, the quaver.
Right, the quaver. One thing I'm a little hazy on.
What?
Wasn't I reading the paper before or after Witty Willis's party?
I'm not sure. Is it important?
Your orders will be out shortly. It's not important per se, just a point of interest.
I see.
Let's see. Oh, Witty Willis throws his party a few weeks before midterms. When I read my paper in your class, it was just short of finals, which means my little recital happened after the party.
Okay. Glad we settled that.
I always wondered about something.
What?
Did you do that to humiliate me?
Here we are, Branzino, chef's recommendation, and 1 fillet medium. Can I get you anything else?
No? Thank you. Why would you ask such a thing?
I don't know. It's just that it's something I think of from time to time, maybe more than from time to time, and it's always been a point of unease.
Unease?
Disturbing. That's a better word. Disturbing. I guess the reason I'm asking you is that it's so rare to actually be with the person who was there when certain things happened. Things you don't understand, and then you get a chance to actually ask. It's like travelling back in time.
I really don't know what to say. I mean, I'm still kind of stunned. Why would you even think that?
The timing. The thing between us. At the party. And then your class and getting singled out to read.
The thing at the party.
You know.
Sure, we had a moment, but
Moment?
what's that moment?
It makes it sound like, I don't know,
Like what?
just that. A moment. It makes it sound like something less than it was.
Okay, not a moment. It was very special, an experience.
Jesus.
What?
2 glasses of wine are good for 1 aphorism. 2 glasses of scotch are good for vacant euphemisms.
Then what do you want me to call it?
I don't know. Something else.
They're just words, Bea.
No. They're more than words. They need to mean more because that night meant so much more. At least to me.
Sorry, Bea, I'm not sure what you want me to say.
That night, when we were together,
Yeah?
you know, that thing between us, it started weeks before, and that night it was there at the party, swollen, right there between us, and we were drinking and talking and looking at each other and getting close, and then that song came on, that slow song. Do you remember?
Wait.
You don't remember,
No,
do
no,
you?
I remember the dance, but the song.
All I could do was cry, Etta James.
Yeah, I remember.
We were dancing close, slow, with Etta singing away in your hands. They were all over.
Yeah.
It's like we were being pushed closer and closer to a place where the bottom drops out, and maybe that can be a bad thing, but it wasn't. Not that night. But we kept getting closer and closer to that place. We didn't care. We just wanted to get there.
I know. Like a cliff.
Another sea. Cocktails, cannabis, co-eds, and then the cliff. The cliff to the corridor, and right to Witty Willis's back bedroom. It was like time changed. It lost itself.
Close.
We were in the room and you locked the door, and then it just happened. All hands and mouth and skin and time. The measure of it, it was gone.
I remember.
Do you?
Yeah.
Everything?
Yeah, I just don't know.
What?
I just don't know what you want me to say when you...
It was more than a moment, Robert.
Of course it was, Bea. I know that. It always means something to me.
Robert.
Day doesn't go by.
Robert.
Sometimes I'm sitting here and I see your face, your image,
Robert.
all sorts of images. And
Robert!
Bea,
The things you say. God. My face, my image.
Bea, I can only say what's true, what's in my mind.
Fucking idiot. It never means the same thing.
What doesn't mean the same thing?
The thing that happens between us. It's always what we offer and it's always what you take. And you have no idea what you're taking.
I see now
What?
what you're talking about.
Do you?
Yeah. What you offered, what I took, if that's the way you want to put it.
What way should I put it?
I don't know. Offered, took, it sounds so, I don't know, one-sided.
One-sided?
Like something good and benign running into some kind of motive, something malevolent.
Maybe that's it.
What?
Maybe that's the way it is. Maybe it's run so deep for so long you can't help yourselves.
Jesus.
Don't take it like that. It's not meant like that.
Sure sounds like you.
It's not. We spend so much time trying to figure it out, trying to see it clearly, and maybe that's what it is. Offering and taking, and then controlling
Controlling.
after the taking. Maybe that's why you picked me out to stand up in front of everyone and read.
Is that what you really think?
I don't know. I just remember the way you looked. The expression on your face when you called on me.
My expression.
The look on your face. You called out my name and our eyes met, and it was like you were making me do something. Like you had this kind of authority over me. No, I saw it. You had your taking, and then you wanted something else. The owning.
Owning. Bea, what the hell?
It happened. It's not something you can take back. It's not something you can mould or reshape into something else. Please say something, Robert. Please, say the right thing.
Bea.
Robert, please, now is the time.
What's happened to you? What's happened to you? Every minute we sit here talking like this, it's like a piece of you falls away, and there's someone else sitting there across from me who I don't know, talking, taking, owning. What is this?
You know what it is.
We were these two people, Bea. These two people those years ago, and we had this thing. Slap any word you want on it, a connection, a joining, whatever. It was something we wanted, something we had. We did the taking, we did that together.
Maybe at the party, maybe right then, but it's after I'm talking about, the after. There was the taking, and I kept waiting for something else, but the only other else that came was what you wanted.
What I wanted? What was that? The controlling you?
You need to listen, okay? It's what happens after. You never get it right. You You spend yourselves in that one moment, distilled and shot out in a few cubic centimetres, and after that we only get to choose what you offer on your terms.
You? Which you? Yeah, I don't know if we're talking about me or you're making some kind of goddamn statement.
Take it any way you want. You. You have your thing, your moment, and then it's a choice between something that's close to nothing or worse than nothing. The smug, detached kind of contempt.
Contempt? Jesus, Bea, Jesus H. Christ. What is it with you? Like, all of you, it's always has to be something else. It always has to be something more. It's like some kind of ethereal law you weave out of nothing but still hangs over everything. It was a moment, Bea, yeah? There, I said it. A moment. One beautiful moment between us that we had, and then it was gone. That's it. Why can't you just walk away with that?
Listen to yourself.
What?
It's all a moment, and you get to define that moment. You get to shape it, you get to tell us when it was, what it was, how we're supposed to think about it.
Bea, you sound like you just...
Your phone, Robert. Go ahead and take it. Is it Evelyn, Robert? Or is it someone else? Oh, maybe it's Eva, Maxine, Myrna, or Essie. And maybe it's one of them, eager to discuss. What was it? Nominative determinism? Go ahead, take it. And when you're done, I'll tell you about the next C, the last C. Wasn't Evelyn right? I guess Myrna or whatever one it is can wait.
The last C. What did you mean?
Exactly what I said. The last C. We had cannabis, co-eds, corridors, the cliff, and even controlling. That brings us to the last C, Robert. Conception.
Conception.
Yes, Robert. Conception. You know, what can happen when a man and woman go into a back bedroom and lock the door? What happens when your little molten spasm hits the lottery?
Conception.
I found out shortly after my little recital in your class, right before finals. It was the first day I threw up. Oh, I don't know why they call it morning sickness. You vomit all day long.
Why didn't you just come and...
What? Come to you? Why?
Why? Are you serious? Did you just ask why?
Yes, why? What would you have done?
I'd have done something.
Of course, something. We all know what that would have been. That's right, something. I tell you my little news, which would be duly followed by shock, incredulity, surrender, deadening acceptance, a kind of cosmetic compassion, and then a full, earnest discussion of the options. Your options. Which means one option. The one best designed to benefit you. To clean it up, smooth it all over, wipe out any trace of our little back bedroom bacchanal. So, is everyone enjoying that with this?
Oh, is something wrong?
Everything is just fine, King. Aren't they, Robert?
Yeah, just fine.
Can I get you anything else?
I'm just fine, King. But I think Robert could use another scotch. Maybe in a few minutes. Right, Robert? Another scotch? He'll have another scotch in just a bit. Right. Scotch with ice. You were saying, Robert?
I'm not sure
About what?
about what to say. You don't know.
I don't know what.
I guess it goes both ways.
What? What goes both ways?
I don't know you, and you don't know me.
What's that mean, Robert? Let me tell you what it means. Now that there's no decision to make, now that there's no consequence, you can invent all sorts of scenarios of what would have happened if I'd just come to you. Scenarios casting you as compassionate and beneficent and wise. That's right, Robert. But it would have ended up the way it did. I made the decision. I made the appointment. I went in, and it was cold and clinical. 2 more C's for you. Cold and clinical and quick. Another taking. A removal. An absence that still manages to leave something there, deep inside. Latent and festering. It never ever leaves you. I made the decision and carried it through, but it never really is over. It frees you, but confines you at the very same time. No, but you don't have to say a thing. I'll tell you what helps me through it. It's mine. The decision. I thought it through and saw right down to the end. And I did what I needed to do. I don't need anything from you. Not a goddamn thing. What?
Then why?
Then why what?
Then why here now, doing this, calling me after all this time to say hello, that we should get together? If you don't need anything from me, then why?
That's a good question, Robert. Maybe the most intelligent thing you've asked all night. I'll tell you why. Because tonight, I'm doing the taking.
What does that mean? Doing what taking?
It's just like it sounds. I wanted to sit across from you and tell you everything. And then I wanted to tell someone else.
Me?
That's right, Robert. I wrote a little email to Evelyn. Yes, to your wife. I put it on a timed release. Should have gone to her just about 10 minutes ago.
Hey.
I asked her all sorts of things. If she had fond memories of Whitty Willis's parties, if you made her read Sister Carrie, and if she knew her husband's sperm count was quite potent.
Jesus.
Ready for that scotch now?
I'd say so, Sam. More good timing, wouldn't you say, Roberts?
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with your orders?
Just about to dig in, Kayan. Thank you.
I'll leave you two alone.
Are you good, Robert? We better eat, Robert. I've suddenly got quite the appetite. And you look a bit peaked. You know, you're right, Robert, about the Branzino. He does have an expression, like he's stunned or something, just like you said. Oh, it's good, Robert. Kind of cold, but still good. Take a bite. I think you'll like it. Come on, Robert. It's waiting for you.